Christine. I just had a quick Bible question. I was wondering if you had a minute.
Yeah, who are you calling from?
Oh, my house.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Well, it's about the verse 1 John 5:1. Do you want to read it yourself, or you want me to just read it to you, or what?
Are you a study or somebody, or?
Oh, I do like to study about religion. If that, I don't know what you mean.
I'm just trying to figure out, you call Kingdom All of Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I just wanted to ask a Bible question about what the view is on this verse so I can understand.
What Jehovah's Witnesses view is?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I don't have a Bible with me right now. I'm
okay.
kind of.
I think it's pretty similar in all of them. But anyway, it's 1 John 5:1, and it says, everyone believing that Jesus is the Christ has been born from God. So, what is the view of you all on that verse?
The question is, what have you heard that our view is?
That only the 144,000 are born again.
Well, that is the correct understanding of how we understand it.
Okay, so what is your view of 1 John 5:1?
The verse you just read?
Yeah.
Are you with some other religious organization?
Well, I'm not at church right now. What do you mean? I'm not calling to promote, a denomination or anything.
I'm just a little confused because are you located here in Marie?
No, but it doesn't matter. I mean, does it matter? Hello? Hello? Why you sound so paranoid? You sound so paranoid. I thought you guys liked talking about the Bible. It's just a Bible verse. Really, I haven't said anything else.
No.
You're asking me all this, like you're interrogating me.
I can get your information, and we can have. I can contact wherever you live at with one of Jehovah's Witnesses as many as you.
Well, you are one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm just asking you about one simple verse. Why would I want to study? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just had a quick question. I was watching with interest the recent broadcasting. I just had a quick question about it. I even took notes on it.
Okay.
Do you have a minute?
Yes, I got a couple.
Okay. Well, in the most recent one, in the May one, it talked about a lady who was saved from a fire because she followed the direction of those directing traffic. And she learned how to do that from Jehovah's organization, who taught her how important it is to obey those directing traffic. Do you know where they taught that? To obey those directing traffic? Because
one of our primary instruction is to obey Caesar and to obey the laws of the land, and so we're always taught to be obedient to those that are taking the lead, especially when it comes to traffic. And so that's one of the principles that you use. But I'll tell you a great resource is our website. Have you ever been on our website, jw.org?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, my question though is that the way he put it was that she was specifically taught how important it is to obey traffic, not as a general principle, but about obeying Caesar or something like that. So that was his kind of whole point, that was almost like miraculous that she learned from Jehovah's organization how important it is to obey those directing traffic. And I don't remember reading that in the publications or seeing it on a video, them teaching about how important it is to obey those directing traffic. as direction from Jehovah. That's kind of like what the speaker made it seem like. And I mean, honestly, I was a little surprised by that. So I don't think what you're saying really cover that. I was just wondering if you happen to know where they said Jehovah's organization is teaching how important it is to obey those directing traffic.
So you could do a quick search of the sister's name, the sister that they referenced.
Oh, they didn't
That's
give
a
her
video.
name. Did they give her name?
That
Okay.
sister is referenced again. So she's used that same video is used about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they give her experience in full. And you can certainly watch that video. And because we teach principles, Bible principles. So those principles cover the decisions we make.
Yeah,
And
it's
sometimes
not.
it turns out good, sometimes not so good.
Yeah, that's not how he was presenting it. It definitely gave more of an impression that was so miraculous. Like she learned from the Watchtower how important it is to obey those directing traffic. And so, no, he wasn't really. It couldn't cover the way it was putting it. Like they were so miraculous to teach that, and then her life was saved literally. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. I thought maybe you had heard that before or something. I haven't. I've been following it for a while. I have a friend who is a Jehovah's Witness, and I don't know. It just seems kind of like a stretch of a story. But anyway, well, hey, thanks for your help. Okay, God bless you.
No, it transfers to my phone now.
Oh, perfect.
So sort of.
Okay. Do you get a lot of calls?
Not that many, but they were getting unanswered. So instead of leaving a message machine, they just started transferring them to me.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I was watching the thing they have on their website called Broadcasting, the recent one.
Uh-huh.
I just had a quick question about it. Do you have a minute?
I'm at work, but I can try. Let's
Okay, well,
go ahead. and I'll
well, it
see
would
if I
take probably a few minutes, but I like talking to Jehovah's Witnesses, and I've heard one response they give to some scriptures is they will say, who is Jesus talking to? Which is interesting.
Okay.
Have you heard that one?
Yes.
I suppose it's like pointing to context, so I don't, sometimes it can't really apply for certain reasons, but anyways, I think it's an interesting response. In the broadcast, the speaker talked about two verses in 1 Peter, 1 Peter chapter 1 and 1 Peter chapter 2, and he applied them, I guess, to all Jehovah's Witnesses, these exhortations. But I would like to ask, who is the book of 1 Peter written to?
Off the top of my head, it was one of the Hebrew congregations, but I don't remember. I think it was. I'd have to look it up. I don't recall.
Well,
that off the
yeah,
top of my head.
it's kind of it's hard to remember because I wasn't really talking about the location of them, but he mentions a bunch of different locations. Some of those letters went out in kind of a circular fashion, copied and then passed around. But
Right.
1 Peter
It was,
1...
it was written to anointed Christians, if that's what you mean.
it is, yeah. 1 Peter 1:3 says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus. According to his great mercy, he has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead." So I wonder how they decide which verses do apply and which don't, since apparently they seem to be applying these exhortations to all Jehovah's Witnesses, I guess.
I'm not quite following your question. Now, your phone number is from Arizona. Is that where you live?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is they pick some
Well-
verses out of these epistles that are addressed to born-again believers. Most of them are. And in certain publications, they've said the New Testament is mostly written to the anointed and not to you personally. But then when they want to tie it in with things they want people to do, they
So are
seem
you
to
trying
not...
to cause doubt in my mind? Is that your question?
No, it's kind of a logical answer. based on context. Since Jehovah's Witnesses have
Okay,
challenged
so
me with
what
that.
I would suggest is that what I would suggest is that you call one of the Kingdom halls out in your area and let
Why?
someone sit down with you and go over that.
Well, you're all in sync and unified, right? So I find it harder to get in touch with them for some reason.
Okay. Then there's a request for a visit on the website. I would suggest you do that.
What's your thought on
so
it, though?
someone
How
can
do
sit
you
and
how
talk
do you
with you.
reconcile that in your own thinking?
As I said, I'm at work right now, so that's a conversation I could not
Oh,
have
okay.
with you.
I know. I don't
at
want
this
to interrupt too much, but hey, thanks for being so nice about it.
You
Okay. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.